Hey guys, welcome to the first All Things Real Estate. This has been a dream of mine for a few years now, and here it is. I want to introduce you to my first guest, Cheyenne Sprouse. She is with Redfish Inspection Company, and
Hey
I
there.
have some questions. How are you, Cheyenne?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I am wonderful. I'm so glad you could join me today. So, you ready to answer some questions about inspections?
Yes, ma'am. Let's do it.
All right, here we go. Question number one. Should evidence of foundation repair be a worrisome find? Should I be just freaked out if I'm a buyer? If I
You really shouldn't, especially here in Texas. We don't have perfect foundations here. We don't have perfect soil. So you're at some point in the life of a home, you're really going to expect that there's going to be some kind of foundation issue, even if it's minimal. So if you are a buyer and you're walking with your agent and you can see evidence of where they've placed piers under the home, which a lot of times will look like the concrete's a different color, or maybe if the flooring's pulled up, you'll see little squares of a different color. It's really not that big of an issue. And for me, we like to consider it a brand new foundation because they've gone through, they've serviced it, they've got it level for you. Now they've also given you a lifetime warranty. So in the future, if we have any kind of soil movement or flooding that would cause a foundation issue, those teams will come back out and they're going to make that foundation level for you again. So it's like that brand new foundation.
right. And that lifetime warranty is for the work that was done in that spot on that house. If it's a different spot, they don't warranty that, correct?
It depends on the company. There's a variance that's allowed in Texas. So, if it's close to the spot it was, then maybe they'll move the pier over. But I've seen before where they'll go ahead and just readjust the whole foundation based on a warranty that was 15 years old. So
All right, great. Good news for
those
that.
are good questions to ask definitely good questions to ask when you're trying to research your different foundation companies. So
Definitely want to do that. Okay, here's our second question for the day. What are the benefits of thermal imaging?
So thermal imaging is a really neat feature. Not all home inspectors offer it. When you are trying to hire a home inspector, you want to ask them a couple of things if they do offer it. One, what kind of cameras they're using. Two, their certifications for it so they understand what they're seeing. And three, what areas they scan. So for us personally, we use a camera. It's about $12,000. All of our inspectors are level 3 certified thermal thermographers. So that means that's the highest certification you can get in it. And when we scan the entire home and not just under the sinks where you would expect a leak to happen. The benefit to scanning the whole home is we can look for things like missing insulation or rodent infestation or bad wiring. Those are all things that can be very costly down the line. So if we can help find it during an inspection, it helps to make you more informed on being able to purchase that home and what to expect, cost and repair wise later on.
Great. And you told me earlier that a homeowner heard buzzing in their house.
They
What was
did.
that
So
about?
they heard buzzing. It was during the winter time and they heard buzzing in there and they thought it was an electrical issue. So we went out with a camera and scanned the walls and we found a very large warm spot on the camera. It was pulsating and moving, which was bizarre. And so we found out that it was honeybees had come through their insulation and inside of their siding and it made a huge nest in there. And they had to get all the honeybees removed. They did keep a jar of the honey, which was kind of neat. But there's another thing that thermal imaging can find for you.
Thanks so much, Cheyenne, for all this great information on inspections. Cheyenne's going to be back with me next week for some more questions. And if you guys have anything you'd like to know about real estate, you can email me at soldwithkellylord@gmail.com. I look forward to next week. You guys have a great week.